Most barbers have no idea what to charge. Some charge $20 still in 2024. Some are charging $100, $150. And if you talk to any of them, they'll all give you some crazy behind answer. What I'm gonna do in this video is show you what you should be charging to attract 80% of the customers in your area. So one of the biggest debatable topics in the barber industry is what to charge. And I'm gonna give you the blueprint to set you up for 80% of the people to walk in your door and leave out ecstatic about coming to see you as a barber. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Stamm. I've built 3 barbershops out here in Atlanta, Georgia. I've also built my own Pro Fresh Barber Academy that's had 60 students within its first 2 years without financial aid. I've also started in the barber game as a beginner, charging $25 a haircut, and scaled all the way up to $100 a haircut. So when it comes to pricing and seeing the different effects and impacts of what that does to clients and barbers' clientele, I clearly have an understanding of what it takes to do all of those. What I'm gonna do in this video is set you up for success on how to charge and attract 80% of the customers in your area. Let's have a conversation. First thing I wanna do is let's talk about where we are, right? So maybe you're the barber who is new to a city or just seasoned a little bit, but just haven't really hit that 100,000 threshold, or coming fresh out of school. The thing that most barbers think is they want to work smarter, not harder, right? Well, here's what I've learned about that over the years, right? The harder you work, the more rewarded you are, and then you look a whole lot smarter, right? So what we have to do is, let's not be scared of doing the work first that earns us looking smart by charging a whole bunch of money. And let me dive into that just a little bit, right? When I first got on the scene in the barber industry in Atlanta, Georgia, I charged $25, right? And for my first 3-4 years, right, I still charged $25, $30, right, when I got my own shop. And then as I built demand, I got crazy demand, I started charging like $5 more like every year, right? And I would lose some clients, but I would also gain some new ones just off of referrals. And as I grew that, then we started having, the issues with the pandemic and stuff like that. And I scaled up to 40, and then ultimately 50, and then ultimately 65. And then I know I told you at the beginning of this video, I got to $100, but all of that was a calculated, systematic decision, right? So a lot of times we think we got to charge 100 because if we do 4 people, we make $400 versus doing 20 people at $20, making $400. Here's what the higher paying clients need from you though. They're gonna need a whole lot more. You're gonna have to have demand to be able to justify their price, right? And you're gonna have to cater to them, right? All of these different things that they need. There's nothing wrong with that, but they're harder to find. They're also harder to attract. So if you don't have a really good strategy, that's gonna be hard to do. Now, you may be the barber who's charging 40, 50 bucks, feeling like, man, I ain't making enough. Or you may see something on social media, somebody telling you they charge 100, but they got their homeboy in the video for content, and you're falling for that as fool's gold. Most of the 6-figure barbers that I know charge are in between $40 and $60, especially in this big city like Atlanta. 40 to 60 is the sweet spot. I tell people to start at 40, because here's what I want you to think about. If you take 100% of the people in America, the top 10%, let's just, they're top 10, right? They're hard to find. They're 1 out of every 10, a dime a dozen. Let's take the bottom 10%, right? They're the old cheap guy, right? He don't really want to spend no money. He don't find value in nothing, right? Let's take the bottom 10 and the top 10 and let's push them out, right? How do we get the 80%? Well, let's ask ourselves, what are 80% of people willing to pay? In Atlanta, I would guarantee you it's 40 bucks. Nobody's arguing with that. So that is where we need to start, where 80% of people will pay. Don't get fooled by the top 10% where you got this one client that, man, I'll pay 100, I'll pay whatever. You get that one person now, or that celebrity, and now you think everybody gonna pay you $100. It's not realistic. I mean, we can talk stats. 8 out of 10 people don't have $500 for an emergency. Do you really think they can keep paying you $100 a cut weekly? Now, here's the other thing. Well, they don't need to come weekly, but I need $100 for my time. Okay, cool. If a person comes once a month for 100, you may look good online, but they really paid $25 a week for the same thing. So what we need to be focusing on is what is our largest addressable market, the 80%. In Atlanta, it's $40. Once we build demand, like 60 clients a week, then we can raise our price $5 because there's something called the 80-20 rule, right? I just told you about the 80%, take out the 20. That's a very real thing. But that 80-20 rule goes into effect in a lot of areas. If you have 60 clients, right, and you go with the 80-20 rule, every time you raise your price $5, you're gonna lose 20%, which now you're doing 48 clients instead of 60 clients. If you raise your price $10, you may lose an additional 20%, which now makes it 40% drop off. So you were doing 60 clients a week, you raise your price $10, now you lost 24 clients, you're only doing 36 people. So if you did that math on a $40 haircut, right? 48 times 40 is about 1,800. At 60 times 40, you was doing 2,400. You lost 12. So now you're doing 1,800. So even though you charging more, you going backwards. If you raised it $10, now you went back 24 clients. 36 times 40 is like 1,440 or something like that, almost 1,500. So now you raise your price $10, you think you lit. People are used to paying 40. You lost 20% of your clients. If you don't have lead generation to replace those clients, you just gave yourself a $900 pay cut because your ego got too big and you didn't have the demand. That is the problem most barbers are having. And then they try to disguise it with, my clippers cost $300, or inflation is crazy, or I need to buy back my time, or I need to get, more time, spend more time with my family. I don't want to be slaving behind a chair. The consumer, with all due respect, does not care about that, nor should they. They're paying for a service. As barbers, we need to stop going and making decisions in vain and start delivering more value to the consumer. The more value the consumer gets, the more attractive you are to them. And when you're attractive to people, they support you, they spend money with you, they defend you, they promote you. So let's start thinking in terms of how can I give the consumer the best value? Once we do that, 80% of those clients will start rushing in your door and tracking you down. All right, y'all. So I gave you the game on why you should set your pricing to attract 80% of the clients in your area. And here's the thing, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys are incredible and you know how to charge $100, $150 a week. And if that is you, drop something in the comments and give me some game. But at the end of the day, I rarely think that a person who's charging $100 a haircut or beyond is doing 30, 40, 50, 60 clients a week, or for that matter, even making more money than I do as a barber charging half of that price, right? And being able to scale to a 7-figure empire. So if that's you, leave a comment. Otherwise, watch the next video.